is on. But I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to
pitching
have a
tonight
really
off the
good game.
IL. First start of the year. Miles
So now here
Michaelis.
is Jock Peterson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Peterson's leading it off with the Cubs, followed by Bryant and Contreras. Here comes the first pitch. It's going to be a 4-seamer.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And our first pitch
And it's a
is
little
taken
over
for
ball.
ball 1 as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis.
And that's Cardinals first in the Central, 25-19. Cubs are going to try to do something about that in this series.
1-0. Hit in the air out to center field.
He lifts that one to center. Bader's there.
Bader is there, and he
And that's
has it for
first
the
out.
first out.
Great time of day here. Just after 6
With that, a
p.m.
look at the Cubbies starting lineup.
Here's the
Anybody
Cubs
catch your
starting
eye, Dan?
lineup. Beautiful skyline there of St. Louis. Peterson, Bryant, Contreras, Rizzo, Baez, Happ, Duffy, Corner,
under the
Alzolay.
Mendoza line, which is
Pitching.
like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really
Here's Chris
struggling.
Bryant going to start him
He's
out with a
lucky
slide
he's still
piece.
in the lineup.
Here's Chris Bryant now. As the first pitch to him runs
Ah,
a bit
little high there
inside
on that
for ball
slider.
1. The average is at 308 entering
back
play.
with the curveball.
10 home runs and 28 RBIs. Now it's 2-0.
Little outside.
Temperature here at game time,
There are
61
the 3
degrees.
flags of Missouri, the United States, and St. Louis.
Bases are empty.
3
one
minutes
man
into the
out.
Twitch TV broadcast. Remember, this and all Twitch TV broadcasts will be exported to YouTube.com.
Good fastball down.
Oh,
on
got
the
him.
knees there, taken for a strike.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0
Got
right
lucky
there.
on that one.
You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
All even now,
And
2
now
and
it's
2.
fouled off the 4-seamer. So now we're going to try to nail the curveball here.
Into the windup and the pitch. On a big curveball.
You got
It's in
him
there for a called third strike,
looking
and there were 2 gone.
for the first
You know what was
strikeout
really
of the
impressive to me
game
about that
and the
strikeout?
second out of the
He
inning.
fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused
yes.
himself and came right back with
A
3
full Busch
quality
Stadium
pitches
tonight.
in a
Won't have
row
that yet.
to sit him
But it's
down.
coming soon.
That's not
think
easy
we
to
can go
do,
back
but
with that
now his
curveball.
focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch
Ah,
that finds the zone for
80 mile an hour
strike 1.
curveball for
He
strike
comes in
1.
with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 22 RBIs. In there, and he's ahead.
Little late, but he got the
0-2
inside
now.
corner, strike 2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's
There you see
repertoire, but
Ballpark
now he's
Village out
behind
there
in
in
the
the
count.
background.
Puts himself in a
We're
tough
going to
spot
go
to
with
hit.
a deucing.
Hit hard down the left
A good
field
one,
line.
and it's hit.
But
Hooking
a foul
right off.
ball,
Wow,
and the
bouncing
count
hard
holds
off
it
that
0-2.
siding.
He got a mistake right there, but
That could've
missed
been a
it.
double
Can't
right
foul
there.
that pitch off in a big
Curve.
spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he sends it the other way
lifted.
toward right center.
Curveball.
Right fielder
High.
giving chase. He's there to track it down.
And
that'll
that's
end
caught
the
there by
inning.
Lane Thomas playing right field tonight.
Cubs are down in order.
Resting Dylan
It's the Cubs
Carlson.
nothing. Cards coming up.
3 up, 3
You're
down.
watching Major League Baseball.
Cardinals
on the
coming up
show.
in the bottom of the first. It's Edman, Goldschmidt, and Arenado. Coming back to Busch Stadium right after this.
Adbert Alzolay, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets
Alzolay
the starting
on the
nod in
mound.
this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not
2 and 3
known
with
for going
4.62.
very deep in the games. Very rarely does he go 6
Only 7
innings
walks
or
and 39
more, so
strikeouts,
This
so
very
that's
well
not too
could be
bad.
one of those Johnny Holstaff
Tommy
days.
Edman.
That brings
Stepping
in
up.
Tommy Edman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
I'm going to guess 4
Now
seamers
the
like we
pitch.
did. Fouled, a little bit out in front of that one, strike 1.
The windup and the 0-1. Goes the other way as this is
Ripped.
line to left. He
To the
dives.
opposite
Did he
field,
catch that?
diving!
He did.
Catch there.
What a play there for the first out.
Good contact to start
Man,
out the
that
inning.
was beautiful.
Thought he
Can we
might
see
be on
that one
pace
one
with
more
some sort
time
of a
out
hit,
there
but
and left?
It hung up there too
Maybe
long.
not.
Just unlucky
So that was an
time.
amazing catch
Next,
by
it'll
Jock
be
Peterson
Paul
for the first
Goldschmidt.
out.
He's ready. Here's the
Goldschmidt.
first pitch. And it's fouled away.
Foul, second.
Hey, when you're featuring a
Goldschmidt batting
mid-90s
second tonight
fastball like
with
this
Carlson
pitcher, attack
getting the game
with that pitch, get ahead,
for
get
rest.
the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And this
Oh,
Edman
boy, he
is
chased
quickly
that
moving
slider.
From bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, Cubs 23 and
Real
21.
ugly 0-1 swing.
Burgers.
There. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he gets him
And
to
that one's
pop it up on
lifted
the
straight
right
up in
side
the
of the
air,
infield.
and Rizzo's
There
got
to
it for the
take
second
it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. Here's
Brings up Nolan Arenado.
First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And the pitch.
That one's high and
Hey, they
outside.
say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed,
Ooh,
and
he
that's
swung
strike
it on.
1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt
Yeah, that
toughest
was a
pitch in
tough
the game.
slide piece.
If you're a guy who likes to
Strike.
work the big part of
One
the field,
1-1
you're
pitch
on
from
that
Alcala.
fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a
And
heater
drilled
for
down
about
third base
56
line.
feet 6 inches.
That's going to be strike 2. The 1-2 pitch
The 1-2
on Alcala.
is swung on and missed.
Got him.
He got him on strikes.
That ends the first. Strikeout of
1, 2,
Arenado.
3,
Going
go
to the
Cardinals.
top of the second. No
And
score.
this is
Busch
still
State.
a 0-0 ball game.
Okay. Alcala had a good first. Let's see what Michaelis can do in the second.
All set for the start of the inning.
Anthony
And
Rizzo
back
will be
next,
leading
the
it off.
left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Now here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider.
Good slider on the
for
outside
strike.
corner. 88, strike 1.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first
Little
baseman.
low on that one, late.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working
Dave
the plate
Lawrence.
is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has
Good
a
one.
tendency
That's lifted
to fall into a
to
pattern
right.
where he's
Thomas
given a
there
little
for
bit
the
too
first
much
out.
on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Here's Javier
Here's Javi
Baez.
Baez.
And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the AB now. In there for strike 1.
Curveball goes in there for strike 1. Only 78 miles an hour. You know he's going to come back with a 90.
He comes up empty
Nice
that
one.
time as he's underneath it.
Swings and misses at the
0-2.
95.
Boy, so far
Michael is
early
starting
into this
off
one, this
pretty
guy's
nicely.
pitching really well, and I'm a big
Curveball.
believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He
one was
looks like
tough.
he brought his good stuff
A
in
little
this
bit
one.
missed there on that curveball. Let me try a slider.
Hard hit ball to second.
Grounded.
He lays out
Oh,
for it, but
right
he can't
through
pull it in.
Edman.
The throw
And
into
that's going to be a
second.
single for Baez.
Not in time, and he's in
Make
there
it a
with
double. My goodness.
And this might be the kind of
Hustling
AB
all the
that
way.
gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with
Wow.
the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying
trying
to
to see
do
here
too
how he
much.
got that.
The results speak
Or
for
didn't get
themselves.
that. Kind of died out there. And he decided to take a chance, and he paid off kindly. Ian Happ. One out here in the second.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian
Oh
Happ.
my goodness.
One ball,
Okay,
no
getting nervous
strikes
with
to
a runner
count.
on second.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs
All
center
right,
fielder.
relax.
Clearly
2-0.
staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
2-0 count, the pitch.
Good one there. Yeah, it gets tough when they get a little nervous here. Let's go with the curve.
And there's ball
my
3
gosh.
on a breaking ball that misses
All right,
away.
3-1.
That hook
Matt Duffy's
stayed
on
up in
deck.
the
There's
zone.
only one
You
out
can
in
see
the
he
inning.
struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Good one there. Oh, my
With a
goodness.
swing, and he connects.
It's out of
Sends
here.
this one to deep right field. And
My
outta
gosh.
Here. And I mean by plenty.
And
that
that
ball
one
was crushed.
Is 445 feet, 3.5.
A two-run
can you say?
blast to straight
2-0
away right
Cubs.
field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the
Brian
Cubs
was
are out
happy
in front
about
now,
that
2-0.
That was destroyed.
I know all home runs
And that's
count
one
the
of those
same,
where you're
but
looking
that
for it
one
and you
went
find
a little
it.
bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way
Okay,
when he's on his
let's get
game.
back.
Batting 7. The third base.
At the plate now, Matt Duffy.
Nats.
He'll swing and lift
Now
the
he's
ball
relaxed,
fouled off to the
and
left and out of
start bowling.
play. The numbers coming in,
Start bowling.
278 the average, 1 home run, and a dozen RBIs. Looked like a breaking ball that
God,
time,
not
but it
getting
never
that
came
one.
back
Not
down.
breaking it down.
Really high curveball
Whoa.
right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Ooh, good slide piece
Well
there.
out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Saws him off here as
Nice
his
one
ball's
there.
popped into the air.
And
find a way to
Goldschmidt's
dodge the
got it.
shrapnel out
Broken
there
bat
and make
sitting
the
right
play
there
for out number
in the
2.
infield grass. 2 outs.
So the bases are empty
Okay,
with
here's
2
Horner
gone
hitting
now. And up next,
349.
Nico Horner. First pitch on the way. And he takes a cold
Good
strike.
curveball there,
0-1.
Eddie. Call
2
strike.
out, nobody on.
0-1. Good
Line
again.
drive, and
Right
that's a
back
base
up
hit
the
into
box.
center field.
My goodness.
So the
So a 2-out
base hit
single
at
to
the top of
center
the inning is still alive.
For Nico.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my
So
early
Alzolay.
days.
Standing in now, Adbert Alzolay. And he lays off
That's
there.
gonna be a ball.
1-0. Horner is off of first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Ball 2. Come on now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well
Oh,
let him
my
work
goodness.
himself into
Right.
trouble.
3-0
As
to
soon
him
as the
now.
runner's on base. Okay, relax.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Thank
He
you.
must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot.
Pop
I
him
don't
2.
understand why he's
Get it
taking
again. Come on now.
Swing and a miss. Blew
Good
the
one.
fastball
Okay, came back on him.
by him, and the inning is
So
over.
that ends the top of the second, but Ian Happ puts one over the right
for the
field
Cubs
wall,
in the inning
and
on
that's
the
going to make
strength of
it
this two-run home
2-0
run.
for Chicago.
On to the bottom of inning
And
number
the
2.
Cardinals
It's now
trying to even it
2-0
up right here.
Chicago.
If they can.
Last half of the second.
All right, here's
set to
Yadier
go.
Molina.
And now it'll be the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense
Working
going
against
in
Alpha.
this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of
Ah,
confidence.
late on that
they can
changeup,
keep
strike
up in
1.
this
Good
game.
pitch.
No balls and 1 strike. Hit on the ground to third.
Rip to third and
Sliding
right
effort there,
by.
but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Sliding Duffy.
Hey, nice
Single
leadoff
left
to start
for
the
Yadier
second
Molina.
right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Should be a hit. Here's
And that'll
Harrison
bring
Bader.
up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader, as he
Lifts
lifts
it
it
to
in
right.
the air to right field.
Not going to be high enough or deep
Bryant
enough.
is there to put it away
Bryant's
for
got
out
it for the
number
first shot.
1.
Got a piece of it, but it wound up being easy fly out to the right.
Here's how the Chicago Cubs are
Oh, there's the
positioned
Cubs
defensively.
defense. Got a couple
Let's
of
take
gold
a look
glovers
at
out there.
catcher
Rizzo and
Wilson
Baez.
Contreras. This guy's
Peterson,
got one
Happ,
of the
and
best
Bryant in the
arms
outfield.
game. Think
Duffy
Gary
and
Sanchez
Horner
been
in the infield with
National
Wilson
League.
Contreras.
Nobody wants to
Pretty
attempt
solid,
stealing bags
top to
on
bottom.
this guy
And
brings
here
a
is Justin
powerful
Williams.
bat to the lineup.
So now to the plate, Justin Williams. Hit back toward the mound.
That one's hit right back up the middle. That's going to be a single.
For a one-out base hit.
First and second with one out and almost thrown away and saved there by Duffy.
Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
It's a nice hit by Williams.
Right there,
So we got 2 on and 1 out.
Right where it came from.
Timed it perfectly. Dang. Could have been caught by Alcala. Oh boy, Edmundo Sosa with a chance to make something work.
Stepping in now, Edmundo Sosa. Swing and a ball hit out toward
Let's
right
hit to
center.
right
Fielder is on the
and
run.
caught by
And he
Bryant.
tracks it down. A nice running play to record the
And
second
no one's
out.
tagging up there. 2 outs. So first and second with 2 outs.
Batting eighth,
And it's going to be up
the
to
right fielder,
Lane Thomas.
Stepping in next, Lane Thomas. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2
Looking
out,
for a hit
and
here.
of course, here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short.
And hit right at
And the
Baez.
inning will
And he
end
gets
as
the
they're
force out
unable
of
to
second.
cash in
So
with
2 are left
outs.
on base.
So it's no
And the
runs
Cardinals
on 2 hits, no errors, and 2
are still
men
trailing
left
by
stranded.
2.
We
Coming
played
back
2
here.
full. The Cubs lead this one 2-0.
Right after this.
Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran
Jock
outfielder,
Peterson.
Jock Peterson.
Jock.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a fly
Going
ball,
there, lifted
well
high to center. It's going to be
hit. And he's going to make the catch
caught
on the warning track.
right
Fine
at
running
the edge
play
of the
there for
track.
the first out.
by Harrison Bader.
And with
Well
one
done
away,
out there by the
let's
show
give you a look
21.
at the standings in the NL
There we
Central
see
entering
it.
play as you see where these 2
Game
teams sit
lead
in
for the
relation
Cardinals
to
over
one
the
another.
Cubs.
Now to the
And here
plate,
comes Chris Bryant.
Bryant.
0 for 1
He
so
went
far.
down on strikes in his last at bat. First pitch of the AB on its way. Right through it here.
Good
He's behind
curveball.
0-1.
Strike
1 out, nobody on. And it's quickly
Good one
0-2.
there as well with the 2-seamer. 93, strike 2. Slide piece.
Hit out towards second.
Oh boy.
And
that
is
was very
through
late, and it's
into
hit right
center
back up the
field
middle.
for a 1-out single.
And it's a single to center for Chris
Dan,
Bryant.
count goes out the
So 1 on
window
with 1
this
out here
batter right
in the
here. Doesn't
3rd.
matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's
Let's see if he
locked.
can relax
He has
now.
great bat to ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball.
All right,
and this
Wilson
is one of
Contreras,
those
hit and
guys.
run.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Oh
As
boy,
he'll
not
take a
near the
look at
zone
ball
there.
1. Bryant, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Oh boy, he didn't give me that one on the line.
Down low, and the plot thickens.
Ah.
3-0.
All right.
Waiting
Here we
next
got.
is Anthony Rizzo. Swinging
Good
away
one
there.
there,
It's
strike
3-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order,
Let's
you
go
start
to
seeing an
Simmer and see.
incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's located.
Oh, they
and
gave it
feeling
to him on
really
the
good about
corner,
his
strike 2.
fastball. Two
Okay, here's a good one.
back-to-back.
And here's the 3-2 from him. And he
No.
lays off here. A nice
And he
job.
walks
It's
him.
ball 4. First and second
All
now
right.
with 1 away.
Oh boy. 1 out, first and second. We could use a double play extremely bad, but here it
Runners
is.
at first
Anthony
and
Rizzo.
second here with
Don't
1
know.
away.
Don't
And that
know.
brings in Anthony Rizzo.
See what happens. 2-seamer.
From the stretch. Ball 1.
I wonder if
Two.
that call not going his
Good
way
pitch,
right there
too.
has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And
Okay,
that
gave him
looked
that
like
one.
Ball 2
That's
below
it.
the knees,
Go
but it's
back.
ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Runners are
Slider.
at first and second with 1 away. And there's ball 2 now.
Little low.
Has to be a
Ah,
challenge
my
pitch
gosh,
coming up
Michael
here.
is having
He
trouble
probably
here.
doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And it's 2 balls and 2
Oh, that
strikes
one broke
now.
right in there. That was kind of
I
lucky.
know to
Okay.
the fans that probably
2-2.
looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Hit
And that
sharply
one
on the
is
ground.
bam,
A
bam,
backhand for one.
bam.
On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a
6-4-3.
double play,
And
the side
the
is
third.
retired.
Exactly what he needed,
Cubs
and he
strand
turned it.
one. They're up 2-0.
Pa, 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 pa. Nice job there. It's tailor-made on. Ooh, barehanded by Tommy Edman. Love that. Okay, gonna go off to the bottom of the half of the inning. It's Michaelis leading it off. Let's see what he can do.
First pitch of
He
the
can
AB
swing.
now.
Michaelis.
Swing, line, drive. That's
Rips
gonna
it to
be
left,
trouble.
and it's going to get down all the way
Running hard, he's
to
digging
the
for
stand-up to
second.
cancer.
And he will make it there.
And it's
as the
gonna be a
Cardinals get a man
double
into scoring position on
Miles.
the leadoff double.
So Michaelis
You've got
stands
a
on
pitcher
second
leading
with
off an inning. You have to
nobody
feel pretty
out.
confident
This is the
about
chance.
getting the first out without much
Look at that
problems.
smacker.
But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put
My
some
goodness.
solid wood on it and found himself on second with the lead.
That was terrific. Okay, here we are. Top of the order. One on. Got to do something with it. Tommy
Into the
Edman.
box now. Tommy Edman swinging a hard hit
Rip
ball.
down the line.
in
That's
right.
going to bring home a
And
run.
this'll hop
Down into
over
the corner.
wall, but the run will score.
And it's a ground
And this
rule
guy
double.
is a blur on the base pass.
Oh,
Ken.
my
He was
goodness.
really motoring around
Look
the
at
bases.
Edmonds.
I think he had every intention
It's
of
2-1.
stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end
Let's
to
see
any
what
of those
Goldschmidt
kind of
can do
thoughts.
here.
Paul Goldschmidt
Oh,
will
swings and
stand in
misses
for
at
a
the
second
slider.
time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Okay, relax. Oh, yeah.
Swinging a ground ball to third.
Grounded to third.
Fielded cleanly. Throw to
Got him.
first is in
That's
time
one
for the
out.
first
Ground out
out.
to third for Goldschmidt. Not quite getting the job done at
Now
all.
batting, third baseman. Nolan Arenado.
Let's see what Arenado can do.
Stepping
He struck
in
out in the
is
first.
Nolan Arenado. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second.
Yes, I think it can.
Ready to
Come on,
deliver. Here
Nolan.
comes the first pitch.
Ooh,
Slider gets the
man,
outside.
he wanted
That's
to
a
go on
strike.
that one, but he couldn't pull the trigger on the slider. That could have been driven hard. No balls and one strike.
Swing and a miss, and he's
Oh, way out in
quickly
front
the
of that
hole,
slider. He
0-2.
went back to back on it.
Not
Okay.
much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Oh, that one's fouled off the two-seamer. No balls, two strikes, one out here in the third.
Ready
2-1
with
Cubs.
another 0-2. To short, hit hard.
Ah, it's grounded. Right at the shortstop.
And there's out number 2.
Baez to Rizzo, out number 2. Wow. That's tough, man.
Yadi Molina
Okay, Yachty,
digging in
you're 1
now,
for 1
trying
already.
here to
Let's
plate
try to bring
the
him home.
tying run from second.
Maybe even take the lead.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Softly hit out towards short.
Ripped to short,
And a
jumping,
low throw to
and
first that
oh,
bounces
it's a
as he
bad
can't
throw
hang
by
on.
Baez. And runners at the corner now with 2 outs after that error by the
So that'll
infielder.
bring in Harrison Bader, trying to
They might
bring
have
in
given
the
a base
tying
hit on
run
it.
from third here.
Harrison, can you do it here? So Bader here, runners at the corners, and
Looking
2
to
outs.
minimize the damage here. Takes this the
Ripped
other way
and to
In
right
there,
field,
base hit,
and the game
that ought
is
to get the run
tied.
in from
A
third.
single to right for Harrison Bader. It's 2-2.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
All right, so after the call, here is
At the plate,
Justin
Justin
Williams.
Williams lifted down the line in left.
ripped down the left field line.
And
That's
they
going to get
can't
into the
run
seats
it
foul.
down.
No, not
He
quite.
collected a base hit his first time up.
All right, so now it's all tied up at 2, a brand new ball game after that 2-run home run. Let's see if Justin Williams can go 2 for 2 and bring in a run or 2.
0-1 offering. And he gets him to swing
Oh,
through
out
that
in front of
one.
the
He's in
changeup.
control, 0-2.
The no balls
I
and
know
2
he's been
strikes.
struggling early,
That's why he
but that
doesn't
pitch
seem
right
too
there, well
concerned.
executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Swung
Oh,
on
the
and missed,
high
and that's the
four-seamer
final
sent
out
him
of the
down.
inning.
But not before they get 2 across the plate and tie this game up. Heading on to the
Big-time
top of the
strikeout and
4th
some
inning.
raw emotion as he
And
gets out of the
Alvarez
jam.
a little
More
bit
ahead
pumped.
from St. Louis right
Well, I
after
guess
this.
so. You got to feel it. Sometimes you do got to feel it. It's 2-2 here at Busch Stadium.
Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Okay, Heidi, you got something for us here?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts
TV
on his
Sports
lineup
Midwest
so far.
out there.
And
Javi
flat
Baez
out, he was
doubled
very pleased
and a run
with the quality
scored.
of their at-bats.
His first
It's still
time up.
pretty early
We're
in
gonna
the
start him
game,
out with
but
a
they've seen
slider.
a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
That was not good.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Javier Baez is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Here's a swing and a
Yes,
miss,
sir.
1-1.
Good four-seamer there. 1-1. To the Cubs shortstop. Going to work him a curveball.
Here it comes. No offer.
Oh,
on that
wow.
one, 2
Really?
balls and a strike.
Okay.
Hey, after the double in his
breaking it
first
in there. I'm
at-bat,
gonna give
looks
him
like he's
another
trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Over at the knees.
Ha-ha.
That's the second
Curveball right
strike.
there. How do you like that?
2
So
balls,
2 balls and
2
2
strikes.
strikes.
A crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2.
Ooh,
Last thing
up
you want to
in
do
zone.
is to fall
He hit it
behind the
foul.
count 3-2.
Right off that net. You got the fastball right there.
Sealed
Good one.
Down the first baseline.
Woo,
But a
wow.
foul
Hit it
ball
hard
as
down
it
the first
holds it
baseline.
2-2.
Rolls all the way to the wall. Oh my gosh. Curveball.
Here's the pitch. In the
Good one.
air, out to right. Back goes Thomas.
High and
He can't get there in time. and now
golly,
it
are you
hops
kidding
over
me,
the
Thomas?
wall for a
a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a
How
smile
do you
to a
drop
manager's
that ball?
face
How do you not
every
get to
single
that
time.
ball?
First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over
Man,
the
that's
fence.
horrible.
Even if it
Did
stays
he
in the yard,
lose it
that's a double
in the
either
sun?
way.
Nah, I don't know. Here's Ian Happ again, the same scenario that we had earlier. Couldn't do anything with it.
In now, Ian Happ, as he pops the first pitch
That
foul
one's
behind
fouled.
the plate. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here.
Oh,
In
wow.
the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up
Got
to
it.
third here as he advances
Man.
on the wild
So he got to
pitch.
third. All
That
he
can
needs
be a
now
tough read as
is
a runner on second to
a
see if the
sacrifice
ball has
fly
gotten away
for the next
enough
2
to move to
batters,
third.
and it's
You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1.
Let's go in there.
Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
all right. So he scores on the ground ball
Really
to
good
Edman,
job
and
of
it's
putting
3-2
the ball in
Cubs.
play right there.
All 3
Even though it
RBI
wasn't a base
plated
hit, it does
by
bring
Ian
the
Happ.
go-ahead run for his team.
Next up, Matt Duffy. Bases empty in front of him with 1 away following the RBI ground
Try
out.
one. Good pitch
Strike
there.
1 to start the at-bat.
Going to give him the curveball.
0-1, here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Ah, a little low on that one.
Hits are even right now at
And
5
go for the
aside.
slider.
Good breaking ball.
Good pitch
there,
on the
laid off for the
inside
second
corner.
strike.
87. And it's 1-2.
Swinging a soft liner.
Nice one.
Gets dirty, but he
Diving
can't
Sosa
get there,
couldn't
and
get
it's
it.
into
And
center
it's a single
field.
to center.
Everybody
And it's
needs a
3-2
little love in
Cubs,
their
and they're
life
trying to
right
add
there.
to it with
Nice
a
piece
single
of
by
hit.
Duffy.
Get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't
Okay.
on that baseball.
Going with
He got
slider.
a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
That's a
Nico
good one on
Horner
the inside corner,
standing
strike
for
one.
the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that
Good
gets
curveball.
him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover.
Nice
and he
job
gets
there.
the
Move
second
the runner
out
over
at
to second, but
first.
now there are 2 outs.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Adbert Alzolay. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something
boy.
here with 2 gone.
Oh, that went off. 4-seamer.
Duffy stands
Give him
at
2
second with
singles
2
now.
gone. And he misses with it 1-1.
You know he
Wanted
wants
that
that
one
on
on
the
the
mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch
Oh,
on
wow.
1-1.
Another one low.
Ball taken there.
Come on
2-1 now. 2-1. Here it is.
That's a good one.
And this pitch
Fouled.
is hit foul off to the left and out of play. So the count goes to 2-2 now.
2-seamer.
In the air, down the line in left.
Lift it again. Foul. get the curveball.
He's set. The 2-2.
Oh,
In the
my
dirt
goodness.
here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance.
Okay, four-seamer.
And he misses
Oh
here,
my
ball
gosh,
four.
and he walked him.
Somehow
What
he
the
manages
heck?
to walk his opposite
All
number.
right.
Wow.
Now batting.
First and second, 2 out.
Left fielder, Jock.
Now back to the
Relax
top of the
now, nothing
lineup.
crazy.
Stepping
Peterson.
in, Jock Peterson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's
Golly.
going to have to step off the mound
Strike
right here and
one
refocus.
is
Take
not
a deep breath,
coming
something.
there.
Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic.
That's a good one right
Puts
there.
everybody on
He
edge,
gave
not
it to
only
me.
himself,
All right,
his
1-1.
defense, and especially his manager.
Curveball.
Ready with the 1-1. Turned on that
Oh,
one. and
wow, got
crushed
lucky
it.
on that.
Just
He ripped
pulled
it
a
foul.
little foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging.
That's a
as
good
he runs
pitch.
the fastball
Struck him
by
out.
him to end the inning.
Down the top half of the inning. Only
2
one
hits in
run
the
came
inning,
home.
leading
It might as
to a
well
run
have been
for
a solo
Chicago.
shot there.
To the bottom
But a
of
few
inning
extra
number 4 we
pitches.
go.
It's 3-2
The
Cubs.
Cubbies are in front,
Into the
3-2.
bottom of the 4th.
Now at the plate.
Okay,
Edmundo
here's
Sosa.
Edmundo
He'll lead
Sosa.
things off here in this one-run contest.
Edmundo.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Boy, not even close with
Way
that
out in
one.
front
He's
of that
behind
slider.
0-1.
Strike one.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall
Strike
behind
two.
here. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch.
Fouled. No balls and 2 strikes, this Yoshi. He's ready. Get something now, buddy. Ooh, boy. I thought he waited a little bit too long on that one. They got a bat on it. 0-2.
Swung on and missed.
Ah,
He didn't even
got
come
him.
close to contact on a ball
Now
way
it's
out of
4.
the zone. 1 out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count
Now
0-2 and then start
Wow.
working outside the zone. Easier
That was
said than
horrible.
done, but that's
Okay.
the way you do it.
Here's Lane
Lane
Thomas.
Thomas now. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's
Slider,
0-1.
strike one.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Same exact pitch.
Hey,
Strike
doubled
2.
up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
And you won't see a guy fooled
Golly.
any more than he was there. As on
The
3 pitches, he
same
becomes out
garbage
number 2.
I swing
Two
at
up, 2 down
again.
on strikes in
Back-to-back
this inning. He
strikeouts.
looks really sharp out there, guys.
Michael was doubled last time up. I don't think he's going to
Standing
give him
in
that
now,
pitch again.
Miles Michaelis. As he comes up empty on a pitch.
Wow,
right
he did
down
give him
the
a
middle
slider
for
right
strike
there, and I
one.
just swung.
Trying to avoid becoming the
Oh,
3rd
boy.
strikeout victim of the inning here. Drilled to the left side.
Rip.
That's through
Another
for a
single
base
for
hit. He's
Michaelis.
now 2 for
A single
2 in
left.
this one. So the bottom of the
With
inning
2
is still
outs, they got a
alive after
runner
the
on,
2-out
and
base
Tommy
hit.
Edman's going to be up.
Hey, we
Could
came
get the
into this
Cardinals
one
the lead.
wondering how he was going to throw on the mound.
Second base.
That all goes out the window.
nice.
He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
I'm lying about that. Okay, come on, tell me.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman. Now here's a
Ripped.
ball hit high and deep.
To right.
straight
Is it
away
ripped
right
enough?
Field.
It looks like
And they take the lead. It's gone.
gone. A 2-run homer for Tommy Edman, and the Cardinals take the lead, 4-3.
A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
All right, so
Paul
can we add to the
Goldschmidt now.
lead? Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
As the first pitch to him
Oh,
is swung
way out
on
in
and
front of
missed
the
for strike
slider.
one. No hits to this point.
So that was a huge hit with 2 outs by Michaelis to extend the inning, and then even bigger home run there from Tommy Edman.
Lofted in the air out
Rip.
toward right center. Center fielder
Right
on
center
the run. He's there to track it
fielder
down, and
catches.
that'll end the inning.
That ends the 4th, but Tommy Edman comes through big time. Let's watch that home run one more time
Both coming on
as he
this
connected
two-run dinger.
perfectly.
We played
Boom.
4-3 St. Louis.
And Tommy Edman says yes as it falls right into that Cardinal bullpen. All right, here's Chris Bryant. Now it's a brand new ball game, effectively 1-0. But here we are in the 5th, and Miles Michaelis up by 1, 4-3 Cardinals.
The pitch. Now that's popped up.
And that one's popped up
Arenado has a
to
play.
the Gold Glover.
And that's the first out of the
Arenado's
inning.
got it, 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You gotta love that. Retired numbers
Every
on the wall.
pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1
Wilson
out,
Contreras.
pop up to start the inning.
No one on with 1 down, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate.
Ooh, that was
And
nice,
here's a
94.
fastball called for strike
Okay,
1.
Miles seems like he's definitely calmed, at least a little bit.
1-1.
Ooh, a little bit inside. Curveball.
Out in
A good
front
one, and that
here as
one's
this
ripped
one scorched
and
foul
hooked
to the left.
off the netting. Strike 2.
And this is swung on. And
Oh,
missed, so
got him
it's 2 up,
swinging.
2 down
And
to
there's
start
2
the
outs
fifth.
here in the
How
5th.
hard
Got
guys
Bryant,
throw
got
these days.
Contreras, and here comes
94
Rizzo.
miles an hour
4
is good,
strikeouts now
not as impressive
for
as it
Miles
used to be.
Michaelis in
Professional
his
hitters
debut
can't
off
catch
the
up with that, so it's
IL.
all about setting the
was
fastball
nice.
up with good off-speed
Okay,
stuff
so let's start
to
it
make
off here with
look
the
more
four-seamer.
effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As he'll
Little
take a
late
look at
on
the
that,
pitch
and
too
that's
low. It's ball 1.
Ball 1.
We're in the 5th inning
Go
of a
back to it.
4-3 ball game here. Back up the middle.
That's a good one. That's a
through.
single right
He's
back
got
up
his
the middle.
first base
So a
hit.
2-out
He's 1
single
3.
for
So with that, the
Rizzo.
top of the 5th is still alive.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep
Anthony
the
Rizzo
pressure
gets
on.
a
He's
single
given
to
up
center.
a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives
He's
up the
got that
2-out single.
Rizzo hair.
No chance right there.
Kicking
You want to make this
there
guy
in the
work.
back
You
of that
want to try
helmet.
and get into the pen as quick as
Big number 2 out there for Red
If 2 out
Changes.
knocks
Let's go to
are the
two-seamer
answer,
here
then so be
to
it.
Javi Baez. See what he
And
does
that
with
brings
it.
up Javi Baez. And on the
He
first
lifts it
pitch,
to
he gets
right,
it in the air to
and
right.
it should be easy
He's
for
under
Lane
it,
Thomas,
and that ends
ending
the
the
inning.
top of the 5th.
One
Heading
left
to the
in the
bottom of the
top.
5th. The Cardinals
Score
are up
holds at 4-3.
4-3. It's Arenado, Molina, and Bader duo. That's strong 5 innings there, I would say.
Now at the plate
Especially if
is
you can get the
Nolan
6th to
Arenado.
get that
He'll
quality start,
things
that'd be
out in
great.
the home half
Arenado's
of
0
inning
for
number
2.
5.
Struck out and ground out tonight against
Arenado.
Albert
delivery to
Alzole, who is still on the mound.
Lifted down the line in left.
Oh, that smash down the left field line fell.
Into the windup. Here comes the
0-1 pitch.
0-1. Oh, and it looks like a visit
Oh,
to the
way out in
video
front of
room
the
may be
slider.
in order after that
Didn't
hack.
watch
It's
it out of the
0-2
hand
now.
well enough.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching
Burgers.
0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Ripped.
And that one
Foul.
yanked just foul.
Ooh, nice catch, buddy.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Way
outside.
1
Nothing
and 2.
even to think about. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Arenado. Here's the pitch.
Fouled off.
And that one's fouled away. 2-seamer in on the hands. Fights. He's ready.
He'll try again. 1-2.
Pitch from Alzole.
Drilled down the line.
Ripped down the
This
third
is a
base line
foul ball
again.
as the count holds steady at 1 and 2.
Yep. That ball boy down there is getting a lot of good work.
Now here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a
Inside,
fastball
2
well
and 2.
off the plate inside.
Keeps working it.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2 and 2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
And down the right field line. Bouncing off the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 8.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to
Pitch
keep
number
him from
9.
getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts.
Oh, he
looking
got
for
him
it
on the
in there.
2-seamer.
And he'll
Couldn't
finally
pull it.
just wear him down as this
Pitch
one
strike
swung
out
on
there.
and missed for the first out.
Dang.
Talk about blowing it by.
Oh, that's
guy.
a pitch
Geez, I mean,
collector. I like
fastball
that
was
one.
Way behind him when the
And
swing
see
came to the
10 or
zone.
more
I have to
pitches.
think
Oh, I
he was
thought I'd
looking
had
for something
only
off
9
speed,
there.
and
Okay,
he
I'll
just
take that
couldn't pull the
achievement
trigger on
overall.
that fastball.
Here is
Here's the catcher,
Yachty.
Yadier Molina.
one out.
Bat explodes
Ripped
as this
it.
has popped up. And he'll
Nah,
find a way to
the
dodge
bat did
the shrapnel
explode,
out there to
and
make
it
the
almost
play
reached
for
Rizzo,
out
but it
number
did not.
2.
So that's a pop out to the first baseman, Rizzo, for the second out here in the 5th.
2 down, no one on base.
Harrison Bader.
And into bat next, one of the
1
fastest
for 2
players
today.
in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Hit to short. Baez
Grounder
fields
to
it
Baez.
cleanly. Throw on to first, gets him, and
And
the side is retired.
Rizzo
Down in
gets
order
him
go
there
the
at first.
Cardinals, but they
So
hold
3 up,
on to
3
a
down for the Cardinals
4-3
in the
lead.
5th. Going to the top of the 6th is Happ, Duffy, and Horner up for the Cubs, trailing by 1.
Ian Happ will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to
We know what
inning
Ian
number
Happ did
2
in
as you
second.
get a look at his 2-run
Oh my
homer that was
gosh.
a big blow early on.
Nice, I guess. Got a little bat flip there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work our manager skills here and get Helsley and Hennessis warming up. Okay, Miles Michael is here. Starting the 6th, he wants to end it if he can.
First pitch on its way.
Excellent one, grounded
He's
right
got
to
it,
Goldie,
and he'll
and
take it to the bag himself
steps
for
on the
out.
bag for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th. Gotta love that.
Matt Duffy.
Now,
Next come
Matt
up,
Duffy
Matt
up. He's
Duffy.
1 for
It
2
was a
tonight.
base hit last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
And that one's fouled off to the screen and falls on the yellow Cardinals.
Hits are
Tarpaulin cover
even at
there.
7 apiece.
Slide piece, like it.
Swing and a line drive.
Popper and right at Bader.
Bader is there.
2 outs.
2 gone.
All right. So 2 up and 2 down for the Cubs here in the 6th. Here's
And
Nico
now here
Horner.
is Nico
He
Horner.
has gone 1 for 2
He's ready.
today.
Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that
A
breaking
big
ball
curveball right there.
falls in
He's
there
able
for
to
a
steal a
strike.
strike. I don't blame the batter one bit. That looked out of the zone, out of the hand, but he was able to drop it in at the top of the strike zone.
Sky.
And then he comes back with that one.
Right.
And a shallow right
No
field.
trouble for
Lane
him
Thomas
as he
rushes
makes
in
the
and
catch
gets it
to
though.
end
3 up,
the
3
inning.
down
3 up, 3
for the
down
Cards
for the
here
Cubs.
in
They
the
still
6th.
trail it
Coming
here,
up in the
4-3.
bottom half, it's Williams, Sosa, and Thomas trying to extend the lead. Cardinals leading 4-3.
And now
Justin Williams steps up to the
A
plate.
hit
He's
in
1
2
for 2,
at-bats
single
for
in
him
the
at this
2nd.
point in the ballgame.
Alzolay still on the
Ready to
mound
deliver. Here
here in the
comes the
6th.
first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right.
And that's a
that is
single
through into
right
right
field.
field for a single.
Right to Bryant. A 2 for 3 evening so far for
Now batting.
Justin Williams.
Shortstop.
Stir the pot, baby. Good job.
Here comes
And
the
here comes
Chicago
Rossi,
skipper now
and
up
he's
out of
falling
the dugout
for the
on
right
his
hand.
way to the mound. And it looks as though that's
Let's see
going
who
to be
this is
all
gonna
for a
be.
starter here tonight. Just 5
Alzolay
innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in
Leaves
this
trailing by 1, so he has a loss hanging over his head. The Cubs might be
one.
able
Dylan
to
Maples
rescue
takes
him
the
from
ball
that.
here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Dylan Maples comes into the game. You can see his record in 12 games. He's got a 1.72, 25 to 10 strikeouts to walks ratio, which is pretty decent. He's going to be facing the
Edmundo
shortstop,
Sosa will be the
Edmundo
first to
Sosa,
stand in
filling
against
in
the
for
new
the
pitcher as
injured.
he'll do so with a runner
Paul
at
DeYoung.
first and nobody out.
1 on
Set
and nobody
on
out.
the pitch. Now a swing
Bam!
and a fly ball.
Oh, wow.
And no one will track it down.
We're going to see him throw that hard
Fouled.
fastball early
Respect.
and often.
0-1.
0-1, here's the pitch. Good slider there.
Ah,
Gets a swing and
slider
miss.
got him there. Good
Cubs
pitch.
have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's
No
begun
balls,
to
2
get
strikes.
loose.
46 minutes into the Twitch TV broadcast.
Looped out towards
And
short.
he reaches out
But this is
and nah.
pulled in by the
Oh!
shortstop, and he
Okay.
will hustle back to
Wow, I
first
thought
as he
that could have
thinks
been a
better
double
of
play.
trying to move up.
Now batting, right fielder.
Nice play there by Baez. Baez is a little chunkier than real life.
The next
Ah, here
at bat
comes
for
Lane
St.
Thomas.
Louis, Lane Thomas struck
He's
out
0 for
in
2
his
today.
last trip to the plate.
Trying to get something
kinda
going.
Shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late
Ooh,
on
boy,
that
that curveball
and
was
we'll see
wicked.
if
Strike
he
one.
tries to cheat to something this AB.
The one on,
Hey, if
one
he's
out.
going to execute that
Did he
curveball,
run?
and that's the
Don't think
first
so.
one of the day. If he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout
Oh
for
my
that one.
gosh,
That's
you
going to be
kidding
a
me,
big
dude?
pitch for him today.
Behind 0-2 now. Runner goes for second. Hit on the ground.
And
to third. Scooped
grounded.
up, and there are 2
Okay,
away now.
at least he moved him over on the running. So it's up
Not a
to
lot
guess
you
who?
can do with
The
that
guy who's
pitch.
2
That
for 2.
fastball just ate him up inside.
Miles
Gets the soft grounder for the out.
Michaelis. He's hitting for himself. He's hitting too well.
So a runner at second, 2 down
2
now.
for 2 with a double and
into
single and
bat
2 runs
next,
scored. You
the
kidding me?
pitcher, Miles Michaelis.
Michaelis.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Here's a
And
little chopper to the right
hits the
side.
second base.
He'll whip
That's
this
gonna
one
end the
first
6th.
in time, and that ends the inning.
Michaelis
So
will
no
pitch
runs
the
here on a
7th.
base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We're through
As you can
6
see,
full. It's the
One
Cardinals
more
4
hit for the
and
Cardinals, one
Cubbies
more
3.
run for the Cardinals. This one's close, heading into
Richard
final 3.
Taguchi will pinch hit here, and he's the
Okay,
potential
Taguchi
tying run.
going to come up here, pinch hitting, and Michael is still on the mound.
Now here's the first offering. Line towards
And,
center field. And that finds some
instant
outfield grass. It's
offense
a base hit.
there.
With that, the Cubs get their leadoff
Oh
man
boy!
aboard.
All right, Taguchi. Apparently his first major league hit, and it was straight out the hand of Miles Michaelis. And what's going on there? Oh, Rizzo wants that ball. Okay, good job, Taguchi. Yep, pop it. All right, here comes Jock Peterson. This could be trouble, depending on how we look at it.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson.
Strike one.
As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the
Double.
first strike. Froze him on the
Try
bender
to.
there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
I know he
DeYoung
stole a
there
strike right there,
in the
but he
third base
better
box.
be careful with that curveball. That's coming
Going
across
slider?
and catching a lot of plate. And if he stays back, he's going to drive that thing with some serious authority.
That's a good slider.
Sharply
Hit.
toward the right
Ooh,
side.
boy. Hit far.
that ball
And it's
gets
over the head
down
of
out
Thomas.
near the wall and should be
Oh,
extra
my
bases.
goodness.
Taguchi rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at
And he
the
got it.
plate. It's a 4-4
It's 4-4.
game.
Oh,
You know, D-Row,
my
in today's
goodness.
game, it's not easy
Right.
scoring in the late innings. So
Ball
that
to the
RBI
pin.
base hit to tie
Yeah, that
things
was
up.
poorly
That comes
played
at a
too by
really
Lane
good
Thomas,
time.
but that was
Yeah, I
a
say
nice
it's not
hit
easy. They
by
got
Jock
11 guys in
Peterson.
the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under
Yep.
97 miles an hour with sinking cut.
Okay, call him to the pen. Going for Helsley. Unfortunate.
Here comes
But
the
here comes
Cardinal
Mike
manager
Schill.
up out of the dugout, out to the mound. And we're going to
Maybe
see a pitching
shouldn't have
change
sent him
as
out.
That's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Unfortunately,
He departs
Michaelis
in a tie
leaves.
ball game, but
Can't
he
get
is
the loss, but he
responsible
can't
for
get the
that
win
runner at
either.
second, so the best he can hope
Actually,
for
he
is a no
could get the
decision
loss.
here. Ryan Helsley comes
All right.
on now, and he'll take over with nobody
Okay,
out
Ryan,
in inning number
6'2",
7.
230, 26 years of age. We know what you got. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Let's do it. Start him off with a four-seamer.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, and it's grounded just foul
And that
down
one's
the
hit
line.
right over there by DeYoung.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
They want another one? I'm going to give him a cutter.
The 0-1 delivery.
Good one there.
You have
Now
one
let's find
job
something
in this
sweet.
situation, especially
Curveball.
down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third.
Oh, boy.
And give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield.
Hoping he'd swing at that.
You cannot
I'm gonna do it again.
not come through in this situation.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a flare
Popped
out
him up.
toward right center. Edman
And
calls for it, looks it into his glove, and there's
Not
one gone.
moving. Held him right there. Good job by Helsley.
The catcher.
And here comes
Runner
Wilson
at
Contreras.
second,
0 for 2
one
today.
away, and stepping up
Can't
to hit
expect to
next,
hold
the
him down
catcher,
forever.
Wilson
Going to work a cutter.
Contreras. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh boy,
Righty
almost hit him.
righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now
Change
as a
up.
hitter. Count in your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Into the corner and
Oh, boy.
slicing foul.
That was smashed down the left field line. 1-1.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1.
Ooh, that's a
Ball
good
and 2
pitch on the
strikes now.
outside corner.
That
A
was a
97
good swing right
four-seamer.
there. Might
And it's
be the
1 ball
best
and 2
one he's
strikes.
had all
Let's
night
get
because
the
he was
curveball
right
in
on
the
it.
zone, please.
2-2.
Eee,
There comes
too
catcher.
high. 2-2. Try one more time.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely
Oh
holds
my
off
goodness,
for
he
ball
held.
3.
3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. He's at the knees.
Got
and
him
called strike
looking.
3.
And Contreras was
It's
not
never
ready
good
for
luck
that.
to
And that was a
strike out
beautiful
looking,
pitch.
but
I don't
it's
think he
way
could have
worse
done
when
with
you do it with a guy in
a
scoring
thing with it,
position.
even if he swung.
Those are the
Let's see it
times you
again.
really want to see a guy
Aye!
battle and at least put the ball
Right
in
to the
play.
mitt. That was big. All right, that time, actually, that go-ahead run is out there. And Rizzo, oh my goodness, Helsley's going to set down Bryant,
Anthony
Contreras, and
Rizzo
Rizzo if he gets
stands
out of
in
this.
now. Bullet back up
That
the
was
middle.
smashed right to Bader, and he did it.
Space out there
He
for the
did it.
catch to
We're going to the
retire
bottom of the
zone.
7th, and he left the runner stranded, but Jock Peterson tied it up.
Cubs pick up a run on the
Right
RBI.
there. And it's the 7th inning
Ryan
stretch here at
Tepera
Busch
gets the
Stadium,
call from
and
the
here
pen to
comes
take the ball
Ryan
for the home 7th.
Tepera. You can see his record, and he's got 22 strikeouts to 5 walks, a 3.1 ERA in this 20 innings pitch, and he's going to be facing
So the
Tommy
batting order
Edman.
turns over
Tommy
now.
Edman,
Set to go.
2 for 3,
Tommy Edman,
homer, double,
he
and
got
3
in for a
RBI.
two-run
He
homer
is
in
the
his
reason right
previous
now
at-bat.
that the
Well,
Cardinals
Matt, this is one
have a
of the
tie ball game.
problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It
Let's
doesn't
do it.
matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse.
Strike
What you
one,
wanna
little
do with
high,
this guy is
but he
move
took
the
it
ball
for
from the
a
belt up to get
call
him
to
to
strike
chase
one.
something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
0-1 to Edman.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is pulled in
Ripped.
right. That's
Single
in for the base hit.
to
He's
right.
now 3 for
Woo!
4.
Edman
So the
is
inning's
on
underway
fire.
with the
3
Cardinals
hits and 4
getting their
plate
leadoff
appearances.
hitter on
He's looking
base.
for player of the game. He's stirring the pot.
Dan, with that
And let's
single,
see
he's now
if the Cardinals
3/4 of the way to hit
can get
for
the lead
cycle.
and hold it.
This one's still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Wow, he needs a triple for the cycle. How about that? Edman killing it. 54 minutes into the Twitch TV broadcast. The Cardinals got something brewing
so
here.
He can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Ooh,
Goldschmidt
the
is next as
two-seamer.
he finds himself behind
Couldn't pull the
0-1.
trigger on it.
He could
Goldschmidt
really
0 for
use a
3
knock
today.
here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Let's go now. Don't want to steal, not
Here's
yet.
the 0-1. And now here's a ball
And that's
hit pretty
lifted
well out
to
toward
the
right
gap
center field.
in right center.
Hap is to his left as
But
he
too
puts
high.
it away in the alley
Hap got
for
it.
the first out of the inning.
Yeah, not hit hard enough by Goldschmidt. 1 out here in the 7th.
Third baseman, Nolan.
Nolan, he's come through, buddy.
And that'll bring in
0 for
Nolan
3,
Arenado.
struck out in the 5th.
Struck
Let's
out
see what you got.
swinging in his last trip to
Look at
the
all those
plate.
pitches. Come on.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh,
Swing and a miss,
right
0-1.
through the cut fastball.
Good thing
for
he didn't
strike
make
one.
contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Let's go. 0-1.
Hit down the line at first.
Ripped
But
down the
this will
first
be a
baseline
foul
foul.
ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first.
No
but
balls
not
and
away.
2 strikes here for Arenado.
Hit on the ground to
And he
third.
rips it down the third
Fielded
baseline. Caught
cleanly.
by Duffy.
Oh, but it's thrown away at
Oh,
second.
thrown away.
And lucky for
Into
them,
right
the
field.
fielder's there to back up the throw.
Oh, wow.
So you can
I
mark
guess
that one
that's,
down as an E5.
oh.
And I bet he'd like to have
I guess he
that
didn't
one
catch it in the air. Okay, that's an
So
E5
it's a
on the
tight
throw,
spot here.
and we got
First and
runners at first and second with 1
man
out,
out,
and Yadi
and
Molina
here
has a
now's the
chance
catcher,
to
Yadi
give the Cardinals a
Molina.
lead. Boy, I thought that was a line out, and I guess I didn't see it properly. Here comes Molina, and the
from
pitch
the stretch.
from Tepera.
A bouncer up the middle.
Grounded. Oh,
Baez,
boy.
the
6,
second for
4,
one on to Rizzo,
3.
and it's a double
and that
play.
ends the
Side
7th.
retired.
A double play
Getting an error in the inning, but they
for
failed
the
to
Cubs,
score.
and it's still
Eighth
tied at
inning
4.
coming up,
Baez having
and we are
Duffy do
tied
up.
4-4.
4-9-1 to 4-9.
Now to the plate, here is Javier Baez.
Javi
And
Baez.
this
He
tie
could
ball
definitely
game is a
untie it
battle of
right here.
bullpens
He's 2 for
now,
3
and I'm
already.
sure
2
you're
doubles and 2
enjoying
runs
that,
scored.
Dan.
Bullpens are such
Helsley,
a big
let's
part of
see what
baseball
he's got.
now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Little low.
1-0
Ball.
the count.
44,254 here tonight at Busch Stadium.
Hit on the ground to third.
And line right at Arenado.
Throw on to first
Oh,
in
what a
time,
verse
so
for
the
the out.
leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now back, the 17th.
That's 1 out here in the 8th inning. Good job there by Arenado.
So 1 gone here in
Ian
the
Happ, he
Chicago
got the
8th,
2-run
and
homer.
That'll bring up the former first
1 for 3
rounder
tonight.
and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
Cutter.
And now a pitch on the way. Lifted down the
And
line
that
and
one's
left. Arenado
fouled
trying
off
to
the
get
screen.
there, and no one
Down
will
the
get
third
this
base
one.
line. Four-seamer.
The 0-1 on its way. Another one
And that
fouled
one's
off, and he's quickly
97
behind
low in
0-2.
the zone. He's a little behind it, fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. We're going to go to the curveball and hope to get it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung
Good
out.
one, and he got him
Yes, 2 are
swinging.
quickly
So that's
retired
2
to
outs
start
here in the
inning
8th.
number 8.
Big
Helsley is
curveball
pitching
for the strikeout
really
there,
well.
and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking
this
ball
pitch
out
by
of the
Helsley.
pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back
Man,
long enough
Ryan Helsley
after they've
pitching
seen
tonight.
a really good fastball. Only
So
the
2
best
outs
can
here
keep
in the
their
8th.
hands back on those.
Matt Duffy. Going to go with the cutter.
Into the box, Matt Duffy. As the first pitch to him is
Boy,
taken
that was
low and
very
away
late.
for ball 1.
Held on to that one
He's
way
working
too
on a
long
1
and
for 3
put away
thus
outside.
far.
Singled in the 4th did Duffy. Going to go for a curveball now. Good
Ball
one.
and a strike.
Strike.
Hey, that's just
Taking
a nice
on the curve.
ball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was
1
looking for that one.
and 1.
Swing and a miss on the
Nice.
fastball, and it's
97.
1-2.
Pretty much right down the
Okay,
middle.
if
We're going to
you're
go
in
back
this
to that
lineup right
curveball
here,
and see what
game on,
happens.
boys. I know he's got power stuff, but if he's going to come middle of the plate, you better be ready to pull the trigger.
And he'll lay
Ooh,
off
he
the
didn't go for
curveball
it.
that's in the dirt that
And it
time,
wasn't really
it's
near
back
the
to
zone enough
even
to go
now
for it
at
anyway.
2-2.
He might have
See
to
what they
look for a
suggest
different way
here.
to put this guy away on 2-2.
Yeah, okay.
He's already seen the
High
curveball a
fastball.
couple of times, so he might be looking
Actually,
for it.
let's just try to make it high.
2-2, the pitch.
Pop. Oh, almost hit him.
When you're playing close
Nah.
games like this, base runners mean everything.
Nico
so
Horner
he can
on
ill afford to
deck.
start giving away
And
free
we
passes.
do not want
We're in the 8th inning now of a
This.
4-4 ball game. This is popped
And
up,
that one sent
and this
down
is gonna wind
the
up a
right
foul
field line
ball.
foul. Cutter.
Into the windup, the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air out to right.
And that should be caught by Thomas.
Thomas will reach
And
out
it
with one
is
hand to make the catch
going to
on
the bottom of
move,
the
and
8th.
that
We're all
ends
tied
the
up at
inning.
4.
Cubs
2
are
up
down
for
in
the
order.
Cardinals.
Still
Bader,
all square
Williams, and
at 4
Sosa
apiece.
trying to give the Cardinals at least one more run on that board. Good pitching there by Ryan Helsley.
Bottom of the inning now, and next will
Harrison
be a
Bader 1 for
speed
3
threat
today.
in the form
Single
of
and
outfielder
RBI.
Harrison Bader.
Harrison.
Let's see what he can get.
First pitch on its way. Tough one to call.
That's
there,
high
but
for
it's
ball
ruled
1.
just above the zone.
Ryan Tepera on the mound for the
The
second
1-0.
inning of work. And that one's hit foul.
And he throws a
Oh,
cutter
he
right
swings
by
at
him to
that
take
cut
control,
fastball
1-2.
over his head. Tepera has to feel good about that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the batter.
Pitch on the way. Hit the other way out toward
And that one's hit to
field.
right field. Shouldn't be much of a
Bryant
problem
is
for
there, and he
Bryant,
makes
and it
the
is
catch for
not.
the out.
1 out here in the 8th. That brings up Justin Williams. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles already today. How much more can we expect from him? Well, another single wouldn't be bad.
And now a pitch on the way. Skied down the left field line.
Sent down the left
Peterson has
field
a read
line,
on it.
and that's
He hauls
high
it in
enough and
without
caught
any
by
trouble,
Jock Peterson
and there are 2 away.
for the 2nd out here in the 8th inning.
The shortstop.
Edmundo
Now
Sosa.
into the box, Edmundo Sosa. He lined out in his last trip, so
0
looking
for 3
better
today.
fortunes here.
The Cardinals
Yeah, Matty,
shortstop.
but as he walks to the plate right
Swings
here,
at that
he
one,
feels good
and that one's going to
building
find.
up
Oh no,
that last
backhanded
BP.
by
And
Baez
the throw
over to
first is
Rizzo,
there.
and that
The
ends
inning
the
is
8th.
over.
We're still
1, 2,
tied
3
at
go the
4,
Cardinals.
heading into the
This
9th.
game's all
It's
tied
Warner,
at 4.
probably a pinch hitter, and Jock Peterson. Who knows how many innings this one will go. Back to Busch Stadium right after this.
In now is Nico Horner. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
All right, so here in the 9th, we're going to let Helsley pitch as long as he can.
First offering on its way. 9th inning underway now
Try
as
one.
the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Here comes the curveball.
Hit on the ground to third.
And that's grounded to Arenado. I think he's got it.
Throw on to first for the
Oh,
out.
yes, he
and
does.
that
Well
is how
done
the
there
9th
by
inning gets
Nolan
underway.
Arenado at third base. And it's the first out here in the top of the 9th.
Number 62.
Now
He'll
up.
get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Is Nick Martini sitting 111. Going to get a cutter here from Helsley.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline.
And that was hit right at Arenado.
Got it. And very quickly there, they're 2
And
down
he's
to
got
start
him.
the inning.
2 outs. 5-3, 5-3 here in the 9th. And Jock
Next,
Peterson
it'll
1 for
be
4.
Jock
He could
Peterson.
untie it
He doubled
right
his
here
last
really
time
quick.
up.
We're going to work him a curveball, hopefully catch him off guard.
Here's the first pitch. Hit hard
It's a good
back
one.
up the middle.
Oh, wow.
And this is
Oh,
gonna
boy,
get
it's gonna
down
be a
for what
double.
should be extra bases, and there's your potential
And it does.
go-ahead run.
Yep.
And your go-ahead run is in there at second base
All
as
right.
he's got himself a 2-out double. Absolutely.
Oh, probably should have
scorched
brought in
that base
Cabrera
hit.
on that
Worthy
one.
of some show track
Well
love,
done.
and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Perfect timing and right there. Let's see what we got. Got to get Gallegos warmed up. And right now we're going to bring in Genesis Cabrera.
Genesis Cabrera has been summoned
Now we
here, and
probably
we'll try to
should have
keep this
went
one tied
after
heading
him.
to the bottom of the 9th.
Against Jock Peterson, but we're going to work it here and hope. Because we don't want to see, let's see how his curveball looks. Yeah, okay. On the, in there. Let's see one more here. Use 2-seamers, see how it looks. Okay, let's do it. Okay, start him out with the four-seamer and see what happens.
To the plate now, Chris Bryant. As the first
Stop.
pitch misses to
Ow.
him, it's ball one.
Ball
He
one.
comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit hard to third.
That's a good one.
Arenado has it.
And Arenado's going to get all three outs here in the ninth. Good job there. Cabrera gets him to ground out to third. The Gold Glover sends it over to another Gold Glover for the final out of the ninth. We're going to try to get a walk-off here. Let's see if we can do it. Cola! Cold drink
Keegan
steakhouse.
Thompson enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario
And here comes
for
Keegan.
him is to push this one into extra innings.
Who's it going to be? It's
Stepping
going to be
in for
Lane
the
Thomas.
Cardinals, Lane
0 for 3
Thomas.
today.
He's hitless
Ground
on
out
3
6.
at-bats to this point.
Looking for the
First
four-seamer.
pitch
Let's
of
see
the
what he
AB
can do.
now. Hit the other way.
He lifts that one to right. Is it deep enough?
Bryant
Not deep
is
enough.
there, and that
Caught by
won't
Bryant
help
for the
the
first
cause.
out
It's
here
a
in the
quick out
ninth.
here to start the home ninth.
Definitely going with a pinch hitter here. And it's going to be Dylan Carlson.
Dylan Carlson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Didn't get the start today in right field. But he's definitely here to maybe do
Ready
some
with the
damage
first pitch.
in the
Here it
ninth.
comes.
Pitch from Thompson.
Swing and a miss, and he's
Swings
behind
out after
0-1.
strike one. Shouldn't have swung at it. He was a little anxious,
Bases are empty,
trying to
one
put one in
man
the
out.
seats. No balls and one strike.
And a fastball swung on.
And
hit
that
to
one's
second.
grounded to second.
In time to first,
All
and
right.
there are 2 away.
2 outs here in the ninth. And what are we looking at? The leadoff hitter, who is currently 3 for 4. Tommy
So
Edman,
here he is
homer,
again,
double, and single.
Tommy Edman.
A
And he
triple
needs
from
just
the
a
cycle.
triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap.
Here comes the pitch from Thompson.
Lifted out towards straightaway center
That one's hit
field.
to center.
Happ able
Caught
to
by Happ.
track it down for
We're
the
going to
third
extra
out.
innings, y'all.
Down
Runner
go the
starts at
Redbirds on
second.
a mere 4
Second game
pitches.
today like that.
Score remains tied at 4.
The Yankees lost their extra inning game. Let's see if the Cardinals can reverse that trend. 4-4. Yes, I do have a position player. We're going to bring in Giovanni Gallegos.
Giovanni Gallegos takes the mound as he'll be the first
And
man
also
to
going
pitch
to warm
here
up
in
Reyes
extra
just in
innings.
case. Nice. Let's see what we got here. Slider. Okay, let's do it.
And
Now we definitely want to get Reyes
Yeah,
warmed
Matty, and
up.
hopefully he got it
Uh,
out of his system, especially
Alright.
now. He's got to bear down. He gets the
Start
2
him off with a
strikes
slider.
in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
here's the first pitch.
This has
okay.
to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Popped up.
Good one there. Popped straight up in the air. Goldschmidt calls for
Goldschmidt
it.
able to
He's
put the
got it,
squeeze on
and
it
nobody
here. One
moves
away.
anywhere. One out here in the 10th. Great pitch there by Gallegos.
Big spot
Now Anthony
here,
Rizzo.
and it'll be Anthony Rizzo. And a chance
I
they
would
walk
love
him
to
here to set
see-
up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
That's a good one. Fouled away on the 94 inside. I want to change up. Hopefully outside.
The 0-1.
Good one. Yes, sir. So 0-2. Should we put him away with? Fastball. Where do you want it? Get it right there.
Swing and
Good
a
one.
miss. And they'll
Got him.
dodge a
Struck him
major
out.
bullet that
Swinging.
time.
And
2
that
away.
runner's still left at
Looked to me
second.
like he
And there
had
are
the
2
right
outs
idea
here
with
in the
swing
10th.
on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat
Whew.
to the zone in
Man,
time.
struck out
The pitch
Rizzo.
was away. He let it get
Couldn't
deep.
do anything with it.
Maybe trying to take it the other way, but
And
it
here's
got
Javi
too
Baez,
deep
and
was
guess
by
what?
him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Put him on.
And it looks
His
like they'd
run
rather
means
go
absolutely
after the next
nothing.
guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt
Baez
it was
is
better
not
to
gonna
take
beat
the bat
me.
out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous.
Gallegos is going
they'll
after
take their
Happ.
chances with the next guy in the line.
Happ is 1 for 4 with
Big
that
spot
2-run
here.
homer.
First and second,
So we're
2 men
taking
gone,
our
and that'll bring up
chances
the former
with him.
first-rounder and Pittsburgh
Change
area
up.
native Ian Happ. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup there to start him,
didn't
but
go
it
for that
drops a little
changeup.
low for ball 1.
We're not giving him anything necessarily either, but
Swing and a
pitch
miss
there.
as he
Strike
lines
one.
up on the fastball, 1-1.
going to the slide piece.
Can't keep
And a
going
good
back,
one hit
and he
foul.
falls behind 1 and 2.
Over by the yellow Cardinal tarp. Cover, and it's 1-2. They want the fastball. We're going to put it up and in and hope.
1-2. Here it is.
Oh, way up, and he got it. He chased it, and that ends the top half of the 10th. Good pitching there by Gallegos, and Happ just couldn't hold. He just couldn't hold.
A chance
Bing.
to win it now as we
Yes,
head to the
fired
bottom
up.
of the 10th.
Now the chance
Still
to win it
tied.
with a runner on second for the Cardinals here in the 10th.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt.
It's gonna be
And
Paul
he's got a chance to
Goldschmidt.
bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him.
Let me guess four-seamer. Let's see what happens.
Here's the first pitch. Left field. and
Bang!
deep. Back goes
How deep is it?
Peterson.
Is
Still
it deep
going
enough?
back.
It's
And
off the
that
wall.
ball
It's
is
out
gone.
here. It's a home run. A
Santana,
walk-off for Paul
game
Goldschmidt.
over.
And the Cardinals have won.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Paul Goldschmidt. Homer
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run. End this thing in extras.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Giovanni Gallegos claims the win out of the pen is first. So that's a wrap here tonight. On the close again, Zach and Randy Wiley. This has been an excursion. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter.
Oh, what a
MLB
game
The
there.
Show.
4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Cubs. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Cardinals. Let's look at these highlights. All right, so that big walk-off home run there by Paul Goldschmidt. We'll look at it in the notable players. But player of the game tonight, 3 for 5 with a homer and a double, is Cardinals second baseman Tommy Edman. The win goes to Giovanni Gallegos. He went 1 inning, struck out 2, walked 1, and gave up nothing. The loss, right there you saw it, went to Keegan Thompson. He pitched 1 inning, he gave up the 1 hit, and he got the 2 earned runs. Notables for the Chicago Cubs today: Javi Baez went 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. Ian Happ went 1 for 5 with that 2-run homer and 3 RBIs and a run scored. Jock Peterson 2 for 5 with 2 doubles and an RBI, and his major league first hit of his career, Richard Taguchi, went 1 for 1 and also scored a run. Looking at the Cardinals today, we already mentioned Edman 3 for 5 with a home run double, 3 RBI and 3 runs scored. Paul Goldschmidt, you just saw him. walk it off 1 for 5 on the day with the homer and 2 RBIs and the run scored. Harrison Bader 1 for 4 with an RBI, and Yadi Molina 1 for 4 as well. So, signing off here from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. It is a Cardinals winner by the final score of 6-4. In all we do, we give glory to you. Play for him and always win, and this time the Cardinals did by a final score of 6-4. See you again soon. Drive home safely for the third game of the 3-game series with the Cubs tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night. That's a winner.